Okay, welcome back. Let's finish up this gorgeous web page. What I want to do here is just do a little bit of modification. So what I want to do, and by the way, as I mentioned, I have enlarged the view on the page just so it's a little larger for you. So what I want to do is start with, and again, I'm using some of the older techniques, HTML4. We will learn 5 with our beautiful book, and as we move along. I want to center the word hello. I want to add an image, maybe put a border around it, center it, and add a link. Let's do that here in just the next few moments. So in order to center something, there's going to be a new way of doing it. But for now, I can just put center and end center. That will center something. File save. So hallelujah, it centered it. And now what I want to do is I want to add an image. This is where it starts getting a little bit ugly, but it's very logical. Again, if I just press enter, enter, it does not move down over on the site. So if I really want to force a new line to exist, I have to put, like I should have put here, a P for paragraph. By the way, the H1s and H2s automatically force everything else to skip a line before it basically forces a new paragraph. One of the tags I can put in to simply skip a line, whether I have a new paragraph or not, is called the break. That's just breaking the line where it is. So what I'll do below that, and I do not need to indent. All this could be on one massive line, but as a human being, we like to see indentations. I'm going to put an image in, and I've already got this image saved on my desktop. So as we use images, it's going to be very important that we know where they are. File naming conventions are very important. You're not allowed to have any spaces in a file name, for example, on the internet. And I'm going to just put img. That stands for image. Source. What is the name of the image? And I did not make these up. I would have spelt out image and source. But image source equals, and then what's the name of the image? Mine is called image, and it happens to be YT. We cut some big yellowtail. .jpg. And that's good enough for now. So let's see what happens. Image, and since I did not say in any specific other folder, this assumes that the image is in the same folder as where this HTML file is. So they both happen to be on the desktop. File save. If I refresh over here, so it doesn't look very good size. Fish are a nice size. This is my son's 10th birthday. We caught a bunch of yellowtail. Actually, this little one here is going to the U.S. Open Bass Fishing Championship. He won the California Youth Bass Fishing Championship. Anyway, so if I want to make this a little nicer, I may say in my image tag, I want a width. How many pixels wide do I want this to be? I'll pick 400 pixels, which is fairly small. File save. Refresh it. Now it's a more reasonable size. If I want to center that image, you already know, I can just center. Center. And again, now I'm getting it centered, and it's looking a little bit better. And now if I happen to want a border around it, so there's a nice black border. It's whatever your font color is what will show up. Border equals, in this case, I'll put how many pixels. And all this stuff we're going to be learning. So please, please, please do not get overwhelmed. This is just the very beginning. We're walking through some very simple little exercise. So you see it starts to get looking a little bit better, a little bit better. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link. Now a link, oops, man, I see a bug over there already. That could have not worked. Okay. And it probably would have not worked, but I'm just on a Windows machine, which is trying to see if I have errors, it'll try to fix them for me. Okay, so if I want to do a link, that's one of the weird tags. It's an A, anchor. So when I go somewhere, I want to anchor myself to come back. Anchor, href equals, and where am I linking to? That stands for hypertext reference. In this case, I will go to Google. http://www.google.com. I did need the http:/ because it is not on my computer. It's somewhere off on the internet. And then I close that, and then I have to type, what do I want to appear? And I'm going to put, let's visit Google, or let's Google it, or whatever you want, and I might end my A. And for this to actually appear on the next line, I do now need to put a line break. If I put 2 line breaks, it'll skip it down 2 lines. Let's try see how that works. And down here, as you'll see, is a Let's Visit Google. And if I click that, we go to Google. I go back, and I'm back on my page. So that's all I wanted to show you for now. The next video that I'll show you will be how to upload this file, actually these files, because you would have to upload your image as well. How do we upload them to the Grossmont College server so that people can see them anywhere on the internet? That'll come in the next video. So do not feel overwhelmed. This is just a very, very basic start to give you some idea of where we're going to be going, and we're going to go well beyond this with so many different things this semester. So be ready to have some fun and do some learning along the way. Bye for now.